Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 15 of the Let's Play The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. In the last part, myself and Ciri met. We were, we're searching a mysterious elf's hideout, trying to figure out why our dear daughter Ciri was here. And again, I nearly said that guy's name. This is one of the few problems with having finished this game already, is I know the guy's name and I want to say it. I will do my best to restrain myself, but let's be honest, I've never been good at restraining myself. So let's see.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Swallow.
Look, it worked. Come on.
Ugh, I fucking hate balls.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the Wild Hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on. Wild Hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. They didn't come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Elves, the Wild Hunt, and friendly conversations. I don't believe those two things can ever be. I think they're mutually exclusive. You can't have one with the other. Though, who am I to say what the Wild Hunt is up to?
Froze them before they could attack.
Right. Bollocks.
Shut up! Esai Isa. Jada doin nilin yama. Ren! Shen Tabir!
What is this?
The White Frost. Mage from the Hunt summoned it. Can you see all those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far. We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Pressed Surge. Stand at my side. Darian and Oi! Ready. Stay close.
Well, this ain't gonna end well for me, is it? There's one right there. Why are we going for that one? I have one of... Yeah, see, I can't rest. That means I have very little potions.
Hey, Nicola! We must close them!
Want me to go?
I'll do it! Just cover me!
Come on, Wild Hunt Hound. Ow, motherfucking White Frost. Like a... Come on, asshole. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Amgal Stamina!
Gotta get that sulfur.
I'm beginning to think we might make it.
Ooh. If I keep doing that, we won't. Not being able to rest is really gonna fuck me here.
Hey, Nicola!
That's a good point. Can I quite quickly alchemy? can only do so much, Kira. Right, get my swallow going then. Fuck me, this ain't good. I've still got one more to go after this, lovely.
Just one more.
Right, I may be fucked. We got this. Yeah, I got this.
Hey, Nicola!
Fuck you! Motherfucker!
Angal Stamina!
Need to quickly go grab all these.
Darian Annoy!
Just give me 1 minute. I got some shit to be gathering.
Kira! What's wrong?
It'll pass. That took a great deal of power.
If you can't go on,
You can't leave me here.
I'd never do that. Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
Just give me 1 minute.
Blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Just wait a minute. I'm a bit busy. I didn't think about looking for loot. That's the next thing. Let's look for loot. First things first, though. Let's fucking rest.
Come, we might still catch them.
1 minute. Bit busy. Alright, I think we have found. There's the should be the last. Did I look over there? I did, yes. It's that one I didn't look in. I mean, I can't leave out looting everything now, can I? Right. Come on, Kira, let's go.
Thanks for your help. Pretty tough slog.
Ah, good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Just gonna... Just gonna quickly go this way, don't mind me. Why do I feel I'm gonna need to use cam?
Shit.
Fucking foglet. Why is this Foglet becoming more of a pain in the ass than he needs to be? Fuck you. Jesus Christ, I hate them. Ooh. Is that the type... Is that the armor I like? That's the armor I don't mind wearing, yeah. That's not a bad one. It's not that much better than the armor I'm wearing, though, so we'll wait for now still. Right. So, that was a fuck up and a half. Let's just, Thank God I've got strong alchemy.
He awaits us. Well.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
See, people like you are the people I'm good at fighting. That's why I asked for Quen game, not...
Geralt! Geralt, look! He's opening a passage!
Stay calm. Focus.
Right. If I remember correctly, every time he does that, he gets easier to kill.
Another round!
Right. Yeah, he's gonna fucking heal up the little pussy. Right. Oh shit in hell, he actually got me good hit on me then. The worst part is I can't heal yet. There we go. I'm 100% toxicity, but...
Are you well and whole? I feared...
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
If I've my knickers on straight, this looks like the elf's laboratory. Another message for Ciri.
Well, right now, I need a little bit of a rest, love. Oh, that was a lot more annoying than it was meant to be, but we got through it. That's all that matters. Right, let's go see his laboratory. You know what I mean? After looting everything else. Did I miss anything down here? It's one thing I can't miss is loot. Because as I've stated, obviously in previous parts, stuff here it helps us get us like a little. Basically, if we loot everything here, we get a little bit of advantages, to later on. So we can get items earlier, or we can start making potions earlier.
All right, let's watch this message.
Geralt, this place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together, not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything. And if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk. Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant then. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cirilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
Want to read the book? Come on, let me get the book. Come on. Fucking hell, fine. I'll look at it in my inventory then. Wait, have I already read the lead? I already read it. No, because it's there. The ladies of the wood, the gods have abandoned us. The mighty of this earth care not for our fate. Only the ladies of the wood watch over Velen. In foul times, when plague and famine reap their harvest, we must beg for the ladies for help. If they see fit, they will hear our pleas and knock back fortune's foul blows. This is how one begs from the ladies. Find a child young and innocent, and take it to Crookback Bog. Seek out the lady's shrine, 'tis where the trail of treats begins. Set the child off on the trail, and it shall follow the sweet track and find the good ladies. The child will never want for anything again, for the ladies are kind and generous. Stand before the shrine, pronounce your supplication, the good ladies will hear. For they hear and see all that takes place in their domain. If you made the offering as it must be done, your plea shall be heard. Interesting. Right. I do like the Wild Hunt look at the sword looks, but these swords are better. I'm actually thinking of putting that on, which says a lot. Yeah, Assassin's Trousers just look stupid. Though they don't look that bad when coupled with that, but I'll think about my armor later. I'm happy with what we're wearing at the moment. I'm not suffering too many issues. And most of those issues are because I just don't fucking dodge, so let's loot the hell out of this place. After the white frost, spring ash down the dreamy hills, past sparkling waters, Tirnalia drifts slowly, softly, silently into oblivion. Sage lips blacken, frosted bones quiver. Before an ice-bound eye can blink in distant skies, I will watch your descent.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
The Bear Legend. The Berserkers do not constitute a separate clan in terms of blood or lineage. They are instead a family forged by warriors who have heard the call of the bear and answered it by abandoning their loved ones and joining the community of mountain dwellers. Not every man who seeks to join it is accepted into the Brotherhood. The candidates must first pass difficult trials which usually end in their death. The last trial is the hardest. It's called the Trial of the Bear Triumphs. The Trial of the Bear's Triumph. But few outside of the Brotherhood have ever witnessed it, and none know what those who undergo it must endure. Quite curiously, the inhabitants of Skellige themselves know very little about the Berserkers, or Wildkarls, as they call them. They do not like to talk about these man-bears, not with outsiders and not even amongst themselves. So we now know a little bit about Berserkers. Introduction to Applied Magic. Magic is the science of harnessing, subduing, and making use of the power of the elements. It is also an incantation of chaos. Incarnation of chaos, which is why no one without proper training should ever dabble in any of its domains. Expert mages make of magic an art, but the road to virtuosity leads through the years of practice, study, and hard work, and requires a considerable amount of required inborn talent. Magic was implanted in our world through the conjunction of the spheres, and was discovered to be a living, changeable, and controllable being shortly thereafter. The name of the first mage, the one who discovered this talent within himself and grappled with its power, is unknown. We do know, however, that it is in a relatively short period of time after the discovery of magic, groups began to form in which talented beings could work together on developing their abilities. This period is usually considered the beginning of the magic as a science, and these groups the prototypes of the magic schools. The fundamental planes from which one might draw magic are earth, water, air, and fire. In the tome which you are currently hold, each of these will have a separate chapter dedicated to it, ordered according to the level of difficulty and danger associated with the element discussed. Interesting. Not really going to do us any good, but...
Mysterious mage herbalist.
The Elder Blood. What exactly is the Elder Blood? According to some, it is a powerful elven curse passed from generation to generation. Those in whose veins the infamous Hanika flows are said to carry death and destruction within them. sow hatred and disdain in the hearts of men. It was from this contaminated bloodline that Iflin prophesied an Avenger would be born, a destroyer of nation and world. Others claim the Elder Blood is an extremely rare inherited talent, granting control over time and space to a degree unattainable even to elven sages. Sadly, few bearers of this gift have ever been able to control it in full. Merely partial mastery inevitably leads to sudden outbursts of the power that take the form of unpredictable, uncontrollable, and thus extremely dangerous explosions. Behind the dark legends about the curse of the Elder Blood lies the truth of these tragic cases. For obvious reason, the bearers of the Elder Blood were always subject to great interest to the world's mighty and to mages alike. The former counted on the truth of Iflin's prophecy on an Avenger being born who could destroy worlds, and who they could thus use for their purposes. As for the latter, they had hoped to harness the magic of Yennifer to broaden their own knowledge and powers. Ultimately, however, all these plans were for naught. The Elder Bloodline broke off with the disappearance of the heiress of the Nilfgaardian crown, Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Nehaleni. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you will think of me.
Huh. Thanks.
Cool.
Simple, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Let's see where the passage leads.
Oh, I've got two ways.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Gavella Glan.
We're certain to find something here.
If I die because of you, Kira, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. All right. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. All right, let's see if we can solve this.
So one of the 2 middle ones. Well, I'm gonna let in this part here, ladies and gentlemen. Then the next part, I'll hear the inscription again, and I'll probably know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll see you guys then.